Hey guys, Popular Boat here, and today I'm playing more Hearts of Iron 4 as the French Commune. Now we've mopped up what we had as a bit of an issue in England, Europe. We're pushing through some of the other targets, making some new claims, and working on retaking, well, not retaking, but conquering Africa, knocking England out. And we're pushing the British Raj back. And hoping that Soviets are going to finish off Japan for us, because I don't really want to have to do that myself. But we are getting some new landing craft soon, so that will help. Let's continue. When am I going to invade the Brits? When I catch up on being able to do so. We are really far behind on fighters. I would really like to get Japan knocked out first. So I think my plan is going to be to push back through Africa, knock out the British Raj, conquer the Japanese mainland, and then do the British, so I can focus all of my naval force over here and all of my air force. The only issue is that the US is probably going to get involved. I'm surprised they're really not. I'm surprised they're not in the Allies, to be honest. They're sending volunteers, but they're not actually participating. We're quite behind on all of our air force, so I want to get that caught up before I go invading England. Let's check our resources. Hey, we're actually ahead on tungsten now. Flavor events for fabricating claims. 71 days till military police. Let's see how Africa's going. Go close that pocket. Okay, they're all readjusting their positions. Why are you guys still down there? Oh, that's a lot of Belgium. Oh, right, because this is all that's left of Belgium now. England has a lot of forces down here. But none over this side. Good job, England. Let's push this line up, and then Spain can just keep us guarded. Thank you for the follow, Alex. Let's spit out some more cavalry when they're ready. Not quite. Okay, let's do a bit more micro down here. Close that gap. Take that city. One of you jump up here. Thank you for the follow, Nimi Sidrol. No, I am from Australia. So it is 2:30 in the afternoon for me, so I'm going to be streaming for another few hours to come. Let's close that line and drag that across. Oh, okay. Don't let me drag it across then. Thank you. I'm on a bit of a roll today. I've played 75 hours all up. In the first week this game came out. Not even in the first week. In the first 84 hours of release I'd played something like 54 hours of the game. I've binged the shit out of this so much. Okay, we're losing some fights down here. Because a lot of these people don't have enough equipment. Because we are very far behind on motorized. Let's actually take these guys who have the most skill, so it's not going to be the biggest detriment to them, and put them back to being infantry divisions. 9:30 a.m. Whereabouts are you? Are you in 9:30 a.m.? Yeah, so you're in the UK. You're roughly 8 hours or so behind me. Because over in Australia, we're from the future. How are our forces looking? We're ready to take Romania. That'll be ready to go in February. I just finished my Italy campaign. Africa is so not worth it. No, it is not. It is worth it if Italy has done their focuses to get a whole bunch of oil, but other than that, it's not really worth fighting for. The only reason I'm doing it is because England is throwing so many forces down here that I kind of need to. The most valuable part is the canals, really. I've got 8:30 in Hungary. Nice. I need some new ships. Whoa, we really need new battleships. But battle cruiser might be a better option. What's the difference? Large capital ship, often with offensive capabilities close to those, but with weaker armor, traded for a faster speed. We should probably catch up on destroyers. We already hold the canal, hold the Suez. So that's my main concern down here. Am I using any mods? Yes, I am using one mod that makes the size of the tanks twice as large, so you can actually see them a bit better. And I'm also using a mod that turns off Fog of War. Now the Fog of War that it turns off is purely the visual effect, so you can see the provinces clearly. Because otherwise it just looks like there's snow everywhere and you can't see what the terrain is when you're going to be drawing your lines. So they're just a couple visual mods, they don't affect anything. But I don't think they've affected me being able to play in Iron Man mode. So they don't change the checksum, which is good. Actually, motorized are not going to like attacking into mountains. How are we looking for resources? We've got a ton of infantry equipment, so do I have any lines that are ahead of other stuff? Move those down. Support equipment we're fine on, but it's good to have a bit of a surplus. Yeah, things are looking alright. Need a lot more anti-tank guns and motorized. Some medium tanks. Light tanks we can probably move down if we haven't already. Yeah, I already did. Whoa, 17. Congrats guys, you have now broken a record for how many concurrent viewers I've had. Which is pretty exciting, to be honest. Let's see how we're going over here. We're sinking more things than we're losing, which is good to see. How many submarines? Our submarine forces are holding on quite well too, so that's good. Let's get you guys to actually have a job, so I don't have to sit here and tell you all to move in yourselves. Don't know why you're insisting on drawing a new line for me, game, but okay. Our manpower is actually starting to get a little low, so might have to look into that soon. Nice to see a good mix of places you guys are all from. That's been one of the things I've been most surprised about, to be honest. Having a look at YouTube analytics of where people are watching my stuff. Spain is having some issues with an invasion. It's almost February, so we're going to be fighting them. So, hey, we've got our green line. Didn't realise we hadn't assigned them. Let's give them a job over here and get them the fuck over there to help Spain. And then we'll close Gibraltar completely. Take it for ourselves. Okay, we can spit out our next lot of cavalry. And let's get some people manually walking up, because otherwise they'll just stand here looking dumb. Alright, have we caught up on repair, or have we got enough naval docks that it is worth building any new things yet? No. Do 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 do. Sinking more subs. We're probably busting more. Hold up. What happened to our air forces? Our tactical bombers are just shredded. We have fighters who are unassigned. I might actually get rid of that air wing, since they don't seem to be updating to the planes I'm actually using. Turkey has joined the German Reich. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Okay then. More people to crush in the Axis. You guys are all just standing around. Go close that pocket. Move up there. Stop making a line on that province. Alright. Close this. Let's crush this little pocket if we can. UK's pushing in here, but I'm still not too concerned. How are we looking for resources now? Still need more motorized. We've got a surplus on tungsten, so I can drop that back. Oil, I've got a surplus of, so I can drop that back as well. We've almost caught up on civilian factories that are broken. Let's just shuffle this stuff around to fix that up. I'm only concerned about fixing civilian things at the moment, so we can repair other stuff faster as we go. New ace pilot is good. Alright. Let's get the Calais radar upgraded. Tunisia isn't so important. Casablanca. Corsica. Don't really need the Corsica radar anymore. Or one on Romania is useful. Don't, so Sudetenland's still nice. Auvergne I can do as well. And let's move all this infrastructure down to the bottom. Northwest Germany, we have a naval invasion coming, so I'll have a look at that in a minute. I'm not too concerned about infrastructure repairs because a lot of it we don't have a ton of people moving through, and it repairs itself over time anyway. Okay, naval invasion in northwest Germany, hey? Should probably build up some radar over here. Oh, we are. Holstein, hey? Get to the top. Soviets are fighting Turkey. Oh, so easy to forget your pause in this game. Let's get this pocket closed. You guys are assigned. I don't know what you're complaining about. Get up there. Push on up. Take that airport. We are fighting more Britain stuff over here, actually. So we've got a bunch of naval bombers assigned here. Is that the only place we have naval bombers? Yes. And we don't actually have enough to replenish that. We are building more, I think. Yes, just very slowly. The biggest concern is just getting our... what have we got here? Nothing of our own. Biggest concern is just getting our fighters replenished. Create that pocket, please. And close this one. So for those of you who are watching, what have been some of the favourite countries you've played so far? Assuming you own and play the game, that is. I've had quite a few campaigns so far. I've done a full Italy campaign, full Germany campaign. I did a US campaign. Did multiplayer with a couple mates, and we did an Axis, so I had a friend on Spain, a friend on Germany, and I was Italy. And I've also played a bit of Australia and taken some of Southeast Asia, which actually went a fair bit better than I anticipated. So I'll probably do a full stream of that at some point. Like as an Australia game. But it's a lot of playing. Tried to play as Mexico. Well, don't try it. What didn't go well with Mexico? Did you just get stomped by the US? Playing as Belgium? Cool. It depends on your laptop. I am currently playing and streaming and recording on my laptop, and it runs great. The only time it's gotten a bit choppy is when there's just a ton of shit happening, or very, very late in the game. Finland is very challenging, still trying to find ways to make it work. Nice. That's another one. I'm halfway through a campaign with playing co-op with one of my friends as Turkey, and it's been hilarious so far. We own all the way into Yugoslavia, all the way through to the end of the British Raj, and I think we're fighting China at the moment. Or we've taken some of China. So we're just like the Neo-Ottoman belt of the world. I got curb stomped by the US as Mexico. Yeah, that's not too much of a surprise, to be honest. Rhett, my laptop is quite a powerful one, but if you have a average strength laptop, you'll probably do alright. A lot of Paradox games do run quite well on low-end machines. And I'll show you quickly actually. Hearts of Iron has a lot of options for turning down graphics settings. So as long as you've got a decent processor, you should be alright. I wanted to attack down south, but the US have Olive. Linux, you can actually expand as with the guarantees. The US is guaranteeing everyone, and all that means is that everyone in South America can fight each other, but outside countries can't declare on them, from what I've heard. So you should be able to do a Mexico campaign. In the World War Wednesday streams, the devs had talked a lot about having a lot of fun playing as El Salvador. And I had considered doing a Venezuela game. Okay, let's have a quick look how everything's going. Research is getting there. Our men are slowly getting into Spain. Need to close that off. Battle of Tobruk is going well. Oh shit, we've been locked out. Can't expand at all because of the Monroe Doctrine. Yeah, it's not something... Until they complete the focus for the Pax Americana, they can't fight anyone. So one of the effects for Pax Americana is the US can intervene in wars between American countries. Before that you can't. Before that they can't actually intervene. What's been my favourite? I've enjoyed them for different reasons. One of the things I enjoy doing the most in Hearts of Iron is micromanaging the combat. I find it a lot of fun to do all the little micro of controlling a very small number of divisions and fighting. Tried to take Guatemala. That's weird. I'll have to have a go with it. I haven't actually done much of it myself. So when I was playing as Turkey with my friend, we only had we didn't have a huge army, so there was a lot of micromanagement going on, of controlling stuff on a small scale, which was quite fun. This playthrough has been quite good. I've enjoyed each of my campaigns for different reasons. Whoops. Okay, our forces are actually arriving in Spain now. How about we reduce this line right back, and we'll just push in from this side. It's been quite interesting being communist France because it changes your approach to things and the way that that's a lot of sabotage. The way you deal with a lot of the problems is quite different. Like earlier on, I was really getting stomped by Germany, and so I actually had to get anti-tank guns out as quick as possible, and that just completely swung the combat. I'm really keen to try multiplayer against people rather than just playing with AI, or against the AI. Because the game I had playing with my mates was very good fun. Alright, so Africa's going quite well. Britain is pushing up, but I'm not too stressed. Can you guys close that off, please? And this. One thing that I would be quite keen to try is I wouldn't mind trying to make a mod that splits some of the bigger countries just into states. Like, I think it would be quite fun to have a small scale game where all of the American states are individual countries, and so it's a very small scale war where you may only have 4 or 5 guys, and the resources you have are very scarce and limited. But that would involve having to work out how modding works and putting the time into preparing the campaign. Okay, we can fight Romania now. They have a lot of divisions, but we have tanks. Let's actually put some more people over here. Where am I building my regular tanks? Have I had any spit out that I'm not aware of? Let's see if we have anyone unassigned. No, everyone's fine. Okay. Fighting the fighting Romania, and send in the tanks. Tanks aren't good for mountains, but we should be fine. The only issue is crossing all these rivers. Okay, we've expanded our doctrine. I'm sure a mod like that will eventually come. Yeah, some people have made mods for things like splitting the North and the South to do the American Civil War kind of thing. I like the Australian one as well. If you change Australia to fascist, it's the Empire of the Platypus, which is quite amusing. And if you guys aren't familiar with what a platypus is, you should Google it, because once upon a time people didn't believe it was a real animal and they thought it was just something that taxidermists had concocted, because it's basically a beaver slash duck slash... It's just a weird combination of animals. It's got like it's got a tail like a beaver, it has a mouth like a duck, and it's got poisonous claws. It's just, yeah, Australia has crazy animals. Cool, Africa is getting slowly stomped. We should close this off. Can you guys move up? Yeah, Australian animals are essentially Pokemon. When they were discovered and brought back to Europe, people didn't believe they were real animals. Well, we actually lost... Oh no, we didn't. Who's that? Is that Netherlands? Not Netherlands. I don't know. It's so hard to remember your flags. Can you guys get in there, please? Empire's Kiwi greater than Roman. Also lays eggs. Yeah, that's the other thing. Platypus lays eggs. Yeah, finally got military police. Let's have a look through. I'm getting better equipment. I don't really need better tanks. Germany and Russia are the big concerns for tanks, and we have much better stuff than they do. Could be a good time to improve our artillery since we use a lot of that. Actually, how about production? Faster construction speed could be okay. Better decoding though. Free dockyards, but I think we still need a lot. Yeah, a lot of them need repairs. I think I might actually drop these down a little because we're about to get new class of destroyers. Yugoslavia. What about Yugoslavia, Lennox? Get in there. Hey, Romania actually has tanks. Okay, we've got our new, well, tier 2 destroyers. Not fantastic, but an improvement at least. Let's get tier 2 battleships. And let's add destroyers to our list. I might actually spend some things. No, then it's not really worth it. Let's get destroyers added to the list. Chuck them up. And I want you added to our primary fleet. Okay, thank you. The flag that I was surprised about was it Czechoslovakia? The Czechoslovakian flag and the Philippine flag is quite confusing. They're very, very similar. We've sunk some more British ships. That is excellent. Soviets have taken all the way to Japan now. Are they planning any naval invasions? No, so I'll probably have to do that myself. Okay, pushing back the Raj quite well. I'll manually give some more commands. Is the navy in this game like rock, paper, scissors? No. None of the combat in this is rock, paper, scissors at all. So if you take... Let's have a look at our tech tree. So if we have a look at battle cruisers, or destroyers, so they've got a ton of different stats. Everything is quite complicated for how everything is processed. Got your torpedo attacks, evasion, depth charges. It's good to have a mix of how your navy is constructed. I actually haven't put too much effort into aiming for particular types of composition of navy, but there is a lot to all of the combat in this game. It's not just as simple as rock, paper, scissors. Let's find a naval battle in progress. So your navy all moves up, and they will try to do different things. So I think in this screen we're currently seeing that our navy can't see the Yugoslavian... No, that is Netherlands. We can't see these submarines, and if we watch, the ships will... These ships on the left are currently out of range of the battle. Like, they're in the area, but they're not close enough to be in. These guys are in the battle, but they can't see these submarines, so they're all just hanging around. Why bother with anything but battleships? Because battleships are incredibly slow to build. if we have a look at our production, actually I'm going to put a cut in here because this video is a bit over time and we'll go through this stuff. So thanks guys for watching, I'll see you in the next episode, and like, subscribe, do all the thingies.